Hi, it's time for science again, and we are learning more about animals today. And I would like you to say the names and the names of the kinds of animals, and then we'll look at what kind of things they have with them. So these are land mammals. Let's say that 3 times. Ready? Land mammals, land mammals, land mammals. As it indicates with saying land, it means that they are on the land. And land mammals have 4 legs or arms, and they have ears that stick out, and you can see them. And they have hair or fur. They are warm blooded. They have lungs like us, so they can breathe. And they have live babies, just like we do. And the babies drink the mother's milk. And so those are land mammals. We have some examples up here: lions, elephants, and kangaroos. And I'm not sure if they're going to stay up there the whole time. They're probably about at the end. They look like they're going to fall off. Okay, next. Can you say amphibians with me 3 times? Amphibians, amphibians, amphibians. That's kind of hard to say, isn't it? Try it one more time. Amphibians. There we go. So amphibians are, they have more of a smooth skin. They have usually fur for land mammals, but this is more smooth and moist. And they have 4 legs, but sometimes have none. And they lay many jelly-like eggs, and they live on the land and the water. They are cold-blooded, which means that when it's cold out, they're cold. When it's hot out, they're hot. And they also breathe with lungs like we do, or gills. And so I have a salamander here and a frog. There's some other things on the back, I think. Ooh, this is another kind of lizard type thing. And let's see if there's something on the back of the salamander. Ah, this is a newt. And so a newt is also like that. And let's go on to the next one. I think I'm going to take the elephant down because he is really not staying up there. And I'll let the kangaroo take a rest. Okay, we're on to fish. You could say that with me 3 times too. Ready? Fish, fish, fish. Perfect. Fish have scales and no fur or hair, and they use gills for breathing, so that takes the water in, and they take the oxygen out of the water and then let the water pass out of the gills again. And they are cold-blooded as well, so when it's cold, they're cold, and when it's hot, they're hot. And they live in the water, and they have many soft, tiny eggs. And I forgot to say that the amphibians have webbed feet. Check those feet out. Aren't they cool? I love it. Kind of like a duck, too, like that. But ducks are, down here, birds, even though they have webbed feet. Kind of weird. Okay, this is a yellow spotted burrfish. We also have a fish that looks like Dory, and that's called a regal tang. And we have one more here. This is a boxfish. He has kind of cool spots on him. He almost looks like something that Oswald would make up, doesn't he? Kind of looks kind of strange. Anyway, there are lots of odd animals. Okay, so now we're ready for invertebrates. And invertebrates are animals that don't have a spine. So if you can feel on your back, in the middle, there's that bone that goes all the way up. That's called your spine. Invertebrates don't have that. So they don't have one of those. And some invertebrates have shells, or like a snail, or sometimes they have an exoskeleton. And an exoskeleton means like their bones are on the outside and not on the inside, kind of like beetles or lobsters. And a lot of them are bugs. And some other examples are octopus and jellyfish. And this is a sea star. This one's called a biscuit star. Some people call them starfish, but they're really not a fish. So a sea star is a better name for them. And here's some more that don't have a backbone. Butterflies as insects, sea anemones, worms, And this is a sea star also, another sea star. Oops, let's get that in the right spot. We are ready for birds. I'm not sure if that's going to stay. Let's let them rest. And birds are next. Let's say birds 3 times. Birds, birds, birds. Did we say invertebrates 3 times? Probably not. Let's try again. Invertebrates, invertebrates, invertebrates. That's kind of a strange word, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we're on to birds, and birds have wings and feathers and 2 legs. They have ears that you can't see, and so they call those ear holes. And they lay hard-shelled eggs, and they're warm-blooded, just like us. So their body temperature stays about the same. And let's see the examples we have. This is an, can you say it? Ostrich, yes. And next, an eagle. And the eagle caught a fish, yes. Ah, do you guys remember what this is? Did you say flamingo? Yes, that's so cool. And the last one I have is an owl. Perfect. So I'm going to put those back in, and I'm going to move this down a little bit so that you can see the last one. And the last one is reptiles. Can you say reptiles with me? Reptiles. So reptiles have dry, scaly skin with no hair or fur. They have ear holes, so no ears that you can see. They have 4 legs or 0 legs, and they usually lay rubbery eggs, but sometimes they have live births. And they are cold-blooded, which means when it's cold, they're cold, and when it's hot, they are hot. And turtles are in that group. Sometimes you might think that this would be in an invertebrate group because it has an exoskeleton shell on the top, but they put it in the reptiles one. So they are with reptiles. And snakes are also in with reptiles. This is a king cobra. And I have a few pictures here. This is another kind of snake. This one is called a Komodo dragon. So it's kind of like a big lizard, but it's really big. So we have a book about those at school. We'll see if we can find it when we get back. And on this side, there's another turtle, and alligators and crocodiles also fit in this group. We also have a book about alligators and crocodiles and how to tell the difference. And I can never remember from year to year, so we always read it every year. So I will find that when we go back too. We'll check that out. The Komodo dragon is one of my favorites, so that is so cool. So we have all those animals, and to help you remember them, we are going to look at this sheet today, and it says all sorts of animals. And what you want to do is try to color them the color they are. So it says turtle. So should you color your turtle purple? Probably not. They aren't usually, turtles aren't usually purple. Maybe green or brown. Yeah. How about a chick? Did you say yellow? Yeah. I was thinking yellow too. How about a snail? What color is a snail? Did you say brown or kind of tan? Yeah, they're kind of boring colored. What about a pig? Pink, yes. And a cat? Oh, cats can be quite a few different colors. I would just not go with purple or pink or green, not red either. Lots of orange, yellow, brown, black, white even, but this has stripes on it, so you might want to not just do it white. Have color and another color on there. Goldfish is kind of a gold or orange yellow color. Baby birds, oh, so cute. And so birds can be a lot of different colors too, so you can color that probably almost any color. Snakes can be quite a few different colors too. Usually they aren't too bright, although sometimes the poisonous ones are bright colored so that other animals know what they are and then don't bother them at all. It's a good thing. And then eagle. We just had the picture of an eagle here, right? Look at this eagle. It has brown wings, and then the tail and the head are white, and it has kind of a gold or orange yellow beak. There we go. And a puppy. Puppies can be lots of colors too. So about the same colors as cats. A swan is usually just white. So you want to color the beak orange or yellow, and then maybe put a little water around it so it looks like it's swimming. And then, ooh, a lizard. Yes, that is so cool. We got an amphibian in there. And so you want to color that. Looks like there are quite a few different colors. I really like this salamander one, but that isn't a lizard. There is a difference between a salamander and a lizard. I would probably have to look it up to tell you though, but there is a difference. So, lizards, greens, browns, earth tones, kind of like that. So when you're done coloring them all, then you want to cut them all out. So if you start at the bottom, you can cut up this side and then cut over here and cut down and cut around. And then you have a big square. And then you just want to cut all the rectangles out. So if you cut them all apart, then they came with a bag. You have a bag with your name on it. And what you want to do first before you put them in the bag is say, oh, which ones have a shell? And then you could put the ones with a shell in one stack. And then which ones have four legs? And then you could put those in a stack. And which ones have feathers? Put those in a stack. And just see how many different ways you can sort them because there are so many different ways. So think about that. Feathers by legs, what kind of body covering, if they have fur, if they have scales, if they have other things, fins. There are so many ways you can sort them. So try to sort them quite a few ways. And then you want to put them all back in your bag with your name on it. And then you can bring that back to school. And when I see it, I am sure you have done a great job. I will find an animal sticker to stick on your bag. Okay, so have a great weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday.